Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Everyday Black Man Podcast, your location for everyday black man thoughts. I'm here with your host, Riker, also joined by Reed, Black Libertarian, The Writer, and whoever this nigga talking is. Please follow us on our social platforms and yeah, enjoy the show.
Anyway, I was trying to tell y'all about this time I had this girl and I couldn't nut. So then she was like, "We gonna do this, and you can get this surgery." And I was like, I don't want to get the surgery because it said I could lose up to or over an inch." And she was like, "So you don't want to be with me?" And I was
I
like,
feel
"Bitch,
like
you
we
gotta
heard
get
this
tired.
before.
Now I'm 2 inches
I
shorter.
feel
The
like we
fuck?"
heard. I feel like we heard this before, and it's even more funny the second time around.
How long? You
Yeah,
can lose an
get
inch?
the nut to
And
get the
more.
nut having surgery. You can
Increase
lose
sensitivity.
more than an inch.
She was gonna stay with you after that inch, though, so she was really love you.
Did she really love him, or
I'm
did
on
she
her
just want to
side.
see this nigga nut and be like, I made him nut. I'm breaking up with him now. And it's like, bitch, I lost an inch for you. We're married at this point in time, and I don't care.
Would you lose an inch
Hell
for a
no.
woman?
What is it, circumcision? Because you can lose
I'm
up to
not.
2 inches in circumcision.
I was already circumcised, so the inch was not like guaranteed. Like it could be less and it could be more. And I was like, nah.
No, but was gonna be something
Say what?
regardless. Was it gonna be something regardless?
Yeah, you gonna lose something regardless.
Oh, nah.
Yeah, it's not sensitivity is not worth that much.
Cause then what if I get too sensitive? Now my dick's smaller and I nut. It's like, bruh, that'd be the last bitch I ever
There's
had.
no
You gonna be wasting more time.
You know what?
You gonna be wasting
there's
more
no in
time.
between here because they
I
can't
can,
tell
I can,
you how
bro,
sensitive it's gonna make you.
I can help you nut faster. No homo.
Whoa, whoa,
Without
whoa,
any
Oh,
surgery.
whoa, boy, boy.
whoa.
Oh,
No, no, no. Trust me. Look, I know it's a method. It's through pills. It's through natural vitamins.
Yeah, I smoked weed. I stopped recently, so I
Mm-mm.
definitely ain't about that.
It's not weed. You need ashwagandha, B12,
I'll take
vitamin
ashwagandha.
D3.
I'll take B12,
Hold
B3.
on. Just hold on. Listen before you respond.
I'm confirming. I'm
Folic
confirming
acid,
that.
folic acid, and zinc.
The folic I don't take. Everything
Take
yeah,
else is
take the
folic
yeah.
phone.
acid and zinc together. Your nut will be thicker, more potent, in larger quantities, and you will nut. You
I only care
100%
about
will.
that last one.
Does it matter if you take girl folic acid versus boy folic acid?
I don't want no gay
He's trying
folic
to tell
acid,
him how to
bro.
nut.
I'm just saying, bro. Does it matter if he takes boy folic acid or girl folic acid? Because if he can take girl folic acid, I got already a large stockpile that I can give him.
What is girl folic acid?
Prenatal stuff.
Oh, no, just straight folic acid pills.
So male boy folic acid. Got it. That's all I wanted to ask because I got girl folic acid out the wazoo.
No, you
Golic
need
acid.
straight folic acid and zinc.
I love how this nigga says straight folic acid. See, that's how you know he's a heterosexual.
Or I would start with trying
I
mockery.
can make you nut, bro. I got to. Now you're gonna have
Nigga,
to
this
say
does
this.
not get any better when you say it. Just say I can help you orgasm by
Ejaculate.
prescribing you things.
All right, now
You,
also you're gonna have to beat. You can't beat your meat, and you can't fuck for a whole month. But
Oh, nigga,
you're
I'm
gonna
at
have
two and a half years.
cool. Well, hold on. You need to nut just one time for the one time. So beat your meat one time, and then take this stuff for a month. And you need the liquid ashwagandha.
That shit sound expensive. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
it is expensive.
Oh, my nut ain't that important to me right
But it's
now.
better than the surgery. It's better than the surgery.
It is
Oh,
better than
hold
the
up. Now to
surgery.
be fair, the surgery was never on the table. I would not buzz on that. She was like, but for me, I was like, I love you, girl. I really do. I
Well,
said those words. I love you. No, I'm
this
not
may be
losing.
TMI, but once I didn't nut for a long time, when I did nut, it was very thin. It didn't have a lot of power behind it. It looked like sick nut, like just dead nut. And so what can happen is if you don't ejaculate for a long time, you can build up nut in your body, and it can clog your
Ducks.
passageway for semen.
Yeah.
So you need to beat your meat at least once, and then even if you do the pill ashwagandha, do that, and you'll start notice. Because what I know, bro, to be honest, when I didn't have sex for a long period of time, and then I nutted, that nut came out, and then I couldn't nut anymore. Like I'd come, I'd orgasm, but nothing would come out.
Oh, a dry nut? Yeah, I've had those before.
But once I started taking the stuff I just told you, no homo, but really healthy, a lot of semen comes out. A comical amount sometimes.
Yeah, bitch, take this silly string.
Exactly. Exactly. You can get 60 servings for roughly about 16 or $15, Sham.
Maybe next year.
Nigga, this is not expensive.
Nigga, it just
Exactly.
started. Like this is
Just
like
start the liquid ashwagandha, nigga. Like,
I
we
got
get you the
regular. I got
folic
pill
acid.
ashwagandha.
hold on.
Hey, bro, I'm
I
just trying to
think
help
y'all
you out.
also missed the. You didn't know that the only thing he listed that I wasn't already taking was the folic acid.
Folic
And
Yeah,
acid
that
but
is
might.
you need the liquid kind is what he said, bro.
no, not
Oh,
folic
the
acid. You don't need
ashwagandha.
the liquid kind, but I looked it
No,
up, bro.
I'm saying
Only
the liquid ashwagandha, he needs that.
yeah, I mean he doesn't have to have it. It's just better. But
More potent.
I looked it
He
up,
needs
bro.
what's better because what he's currently using is not working. It's just
I
not
mean,
working,
hold on.
bro.
I think we're all overlooking the part. I ain't didn't fuck no bitches either, so it's not like this is like a huge, immediate or pertinent issue. Plus, it's always good in the beginning. They're like, "Oh, damn, this dude go forever," and then it takes like a couple months where they're like, "Is it me? No, bitch."
No, hey, bro, look, I don't have that issue no more. Once I started taking these pills, because remember I told you I used to take me a long time to nut. I don't have that issue no more, bro. I be nutting. No homo, no diddy. But I be nutting everywhere.
I don't think nothing is
We
gay.
know
I mean, I
Diddy
think
be
some things are
nutting
gay, but
everywhere.
not nothing.
Exactly.
You gon'
Nothing is gay.
Nothing is gay. This nigga thought he was funny. This nigga Reed thought he was funny.
no, bro, we need to talk about men's seminal health. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, nigga, you can't be the same nigga that's talking about that then was talking about semen
Exactly.
retention, bro. You look like a
He look like a
hypocrite.
huge
Semen
hypocrite.
retention did do good for me. I think it helped with me coming faster.
All right. This is too much talk about dick. What I want to change
It's
the
Don't be
men's
topic
health.
to,
uncomfortable, man. It's men's health. Don't
but
be uncomfortable. Bro. Be mature.
nah. What I want to know is it better to have a bad job with a good boss or a good job with a bad boss?
How much
Which
does
one
it pay?
pays more?
The good job with the bad boss.
Is
Mental
the
health.
good job with the bad boss or a bad job with the good boss enough to pay bills, live comfortably?
The bad job with a good boss is enough to pay bills. But in fact, they're roughly, let's say, the good job with a bad boss, you're gonna get paid about $150,000 a year. The bad job with a good boss, you're getting paid $135,000 a year.
My sanity's worth more if it's that close. Plus 135, nigga, I'm living like kind.
This nigga here is so reasonable to be young again.
I just didn't take on a
But
village.
I mean, all right, fine. Let me increase the spread. What if the bad job with the good boss is, let's say, 100, and the good job?
Nigga, you don't know what a bad job is. Nigga, every job you said about 100, most niggas gonna be like, whatever. Drop that job down to about 50,000,
Nah, bro,
bro.
I'm down
50,000. That
50.
doesn't even make it easy.
I'm just letting you know, nigga, that what you think is a good job is like niggas was like 130. I'm good. Okay.
To be
Niggas stay with
young
women who
again.
they don't even like. Mediocre pussy just because it's a regular girl. You think they wouldn't do it for money? They
Okay,
can
all right,
afford some good pussy on the side.
fine. Jesus, I didn't need to hear it from every mom here. Women. Fine. The good job with a bad boss is 75,000. The bad job with a good boss is 50,000 per year.
It's how much?
50,000
50K
per
for
year
75.
with the good boss. 75,000 for with the bad boss.
That spread still is not large enough for me, to be
Now,
honest.
what exactly is a job? Like, is it some manual labor type shit or what?
No, you gotta sit in the office with these niggas, and you gotta talk to them.
I do that. I don't know. I've had bad jobs before, so they were for fractions of the smaller numbers you get. So I mean, I'm just gonna stay out of this one.
Nah, bro, your input is there because the thing about it here is, and what I was going to get to is the fact that with a good job, with a
Let me
bad
ask you
boss,
this:
your
when
boss
you say
understand it.
bad, what do you mean by bad boss? But let me give my insinuating
Oh,
part of that.
he's micromanaging you. He doesn't understand boundaries. He overshares shit that niggas shouldn't share. And to be honest, he kind of gay. Like, not enough for you to be able to pull an HR, but enough for you to be like, this nigga's hitting on me.
So
Is his macro managing, and all those things like that causing me to like? If is he cutting my hours and making me lose less money, type of deal?
No. He can't cut your hours, but he makes your hours miserable. Where like you don't want to be at the job. Like you're
good luck with that.
contemplating quitting and doing something else because he's just so extra. He's extremely flamboyant to the point where it's just like, nigga, this is a job. I'm trying to work. And he tells you can't have headphones on. So like you gotta listen to him smack his gums and his lips together all the time. And you're like, nigga, why are like if this wasn't work, nigga, I'd just slap you in the face.
This sounds like it was whoever came up with this question ain't really had to work a hard, shitty job before. Because this is just regular shit.
Well, no. The
Hey,
good job with the bad boss, or sorry, the bad job with the
no,
good
go ahead.
boss. The job is trash. Is absolute trash. You got to be in his hot ass office, but your boss is cool. He buys food all the time. He also makes sure that when you got a PTO request, he automatically approve that shit. You ain't got to fight this nigga for it. He's understanding with shit. Well, like when you gotta like leave to go out of town, Sham, to like go visit family members. Like he's 100% supportive. He's willing to jump in and help you with stuff. Whereas the bad boss at the good job, he don't want to help you with shit.
That's just what I'm used to. I don't know, man. Again, I think I'll just excuse myself from this one because I don't
No,
have
no,
a.
no, 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 no. You got to be included, man. We want your vote because I mean, for me, I wanted to do the good job with the bad boss, or sorry, the bad job with the good boss because if you got a good enough boss, then it doesn't matter how bad the job is because he cover it for you and everything's copacetic. But I've seen plenty of niggas quit a job that they were making a lot of money and be like, I just can't deal with the people
That's
because
called
one
weakness.
boss can fuck up the whole thing. No, one boss can fuck up your entire
I'm in
enjoyment of
agreement
a
with
job.
that. Niggas that put too much enjoyment on they fucking job. Then I
Yeah,
don't know what
what
to
the
tell you,
fuck
bro.
are you
I've had
enjoying
jobs I
work
fucking
for?
despise,
Work isn't
bro.
fun.
I get spit on at
Nah,
work,
man,
bro.
work is fun,
You need to
bro.
understand this shit. Like just
All right, Kendrick Lamar, I hear you. I hear you, Kendrick. Do I need to throw a Grammy at you, or do you go okay?
I'm just saying the
I
people
know.
have different levels of tolerance. We'll put it that way.
Correct. Very, very different levels of tolerance. Because I don't think that most jobs are like the job with the bad boss.
I think it depends on industry and location.
Yeah, yeah. Your industry is trash, and your location does not help.
Oh no, I was talking generally. Okay, yes, also mine, but
Damn, bro, you weren't supposed to agree with that so quickly, nigga. Like, at least like give yourself 2 seconds to like
nigga, I'm
be
logical.
like,
See, this is what I'm saying. This is why you spent a year with somebody you didn't like, and I was like 2 weeks in. Nah, fuck this bitch. Recognize the bad stuff. Get away from it. Know your limits. Even if your limits are higher than normal, there's got to be some, what's the word I'm looking for? Morals, standards,
or
some
the
hard lines. There
revitiligo,
we go.
some revitiligo. Is that it?
You leave me alone. Don't trust them niggas over there.
I'd rather take the
Exactly,
bad.
man. But
I'd
like
rather take the job with the good job with the bad boss because fuck them.
we know, nigga, you love strife, as you talked about earlier.
No, I just need the money.
Yeah, I mean, I could work the bad job for a bit, and then once I feel comfortable, go find a decent job or one with a
Yeah,
better
because
bump.
let me tell you something. Not having enough money, that's a different type of stress that I don't want. Don't like it. I'd rather have a nigga annoy the fuck out of me every day than have to not be able to eat. So yeah. Nope.
And you just
I
gotta
mean,
learn how to incorporate
you're able to
beans into your
eat.
diet.
You're able to eat. You're able to eat at both jobs. That's something where your bills are not going to be able to be met. That's originally why I had it at 135 and 150. But you niggas were like, no, that's too much money. It's like, yeah, but the whole point is for it to be like, you don't have to have external factors such as if I take the job with the good boss, I won't be able to afford a car. It's like, no, it's like it's supposed to be parity as far as your expenses.
Sometimes it's
If
just
there's
bad questions.
yeah, I don't think parity with my expenses, everybody would choose the best. Well, no. What's the job?
I said you got to sit in the office. Let's say it's a call center.
Oh no. That's the bad job? Oh no.
Yeah,
No.
that's a bad job. This
No.
nigga's getting on you.
No.
Whereas the other job, you get to be. It's a good job. It's a bad job with a good boss. So while this one is not a call center, this one it's a shipping job. Like you guys get packages together for people, but your boss is
Yep.
understanding and he doesn't set shitty metrics.
Oh yeah. Why would the call center be a good job?
Oh, because remember you're making really good money. You get free internet, and they pay for your 401k. They match up
No.
to 10%.
No, 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 no. No. A call center is not a good job. Have you ever worked in a call center?
Yeah, nigga, that was my first job out of college.
No, nigga, that's a bad job. That's a
Nah, man, it was a
horrific.
good
I can
job.
tell you. No, you're
It was a
crazy.
good
I can
job.
tell you're a good
Nah,
job.
man, nigga, I used to play Aeon, the MMORPG, while on the phone with niggas, and Stylish can verify here for you. I used to play MMORPGs while working a call center job, nigga. I understand that you went to one of them slave mines like what is that place called? XVI. I know you went to
I never
one of them
worked in a
slave
call center.
mines.
No, no, I've never
Oh.
worked in a call center. I've done the IT support for call centers, and I can tell you
Oh,
this, my
oh
brother.
yeah, yeah, that's different. But no, I worked at a good call center, man. I didn't work in no XVI because XVI is a shithole. In fact, if you have XVI on your resume, some places will completely throw that shit out because it's such a horrible run company. But you know, it's very Asian, so they allow a lot of bullshit because they got good union rights.
Yeah, I'm not working at a call center. I don't give a fuck, good or bad.
Okay, I mean that's cool. All right, well, I think everybody kind of said what they were going to say about this. So I'll go on to one final one before I turn it back to the group. And that is, am I the jerk for refusing to pay for my brother's wedding after he exposed my secret relationship?
Where are you getting these questions?
Nigga, I just look for stuff that I find on the internet, and that's what I go with.
Is this from Yahoo?
No, this is from Am I the Asshole? Um, so for context, this story happened 2 months ago, and it's told from the context of a woman. So about 2 months ago, my family and I, had a come to Jesus meeting over it, and I'm still not over it. I have a younger brother whose name is Jake. He is 30 years old, and she is going to be Jill, just to keep it easy, and she's 32 years old. Jake recently got engaged to his long-term girlfriend. We're going to call her Lisa. They were planning a big wedding for the spring, and since Jill got a really, really nice job, she got that good job, the one they all talking about a second ago. She said that she would help with the venue deposit and some of the other costs, which is about $20,000. Now, the secret relationship is for the past year, Jill has been dating one of Jake's best friends by the name of Tim. They kept it in secret because they didn't want the family to know and they didn't want to cause any drama in the friend group. Last month, during a barbecue, which was kind of like one of those meet and greets before the wedding between Jake and Lisa, um, Jill and Tom were being a little too friendly.
Hey,
And
fuck.
Jake picked up on that. So Jake pulled Jill aside and started interrogating her about it. She admitted that they were dating, but begged him to keep it quiet because they planned to tell everybody once they were ready and after all the wedding stuff because they didn't want to feel like they were upstaging Lisa's, big period of time. So fast forward 2 days, and Jake decided to tell the entire world. He made a post about it on the internet with a snarky caption that read, "Looks like my best man has been busy. Congrats to Tim and my sister Jill for keeping us all in the dark. This caused utter chaos." The parents on both sides were furious because Jill hadn't told them, and Tim and Jill were both really plugged into the event. It also made Lisa upset because she was like, "Bitch, I'm getting married. Why the fuck would you reveal this information now?" Even some of Jake's friends started giving Tim grief. And Tim was mortified because he really didn't want all the smoke. And he's getting nothing but straight Kendrick Lamar top 5 packs right now. When Jill confronted Jake, he laughed it off and said he was just trying to help them rip the band-aid off. Jill told him he had no right to share their personal business and that he made things 10 times harder for them in the beginning of their relationship. He shrugged and said, "Well, maybe you should have kept secrets." That's when Jill said, "Fuck it." She was done. She was pulling her financial support, and Jake thought she was kidding until she called the venue in front of him and canceled the payment. Now, Jake and Lisa are scrambling to come up with the $5,000 deductible to get the venue back. And the parents are super mad with Jill because they feel like she ruined the wedding twice. Is Jill the asshole?
I'm not gonna lie. This sounds like white people problems.
Nigga, give an answer.
At some point, I got confused as to why they were or why the second person got mad enough to tell everybody ahead of time.
Oh, why Jake did it? Because Jake is a child. He's immature. I mean, he
Oh,
shouldn't be immature since he's 30 years old, but he
you gotta know
fucked
how to talk to
around
children.
and then he found out.
Treat children like children. Any
I mean, yeah,
consequences?
true, true. So you thinking she's not the asshole? Jill is cool.
Fuck around, and find out. I don't know what to say.
I mean, I agree
You
with you.
can't do.
No, she's not the asshole. He fucked around and found out.
Reed,
Shit, asshole.
why is she the asshole?
It's not that serious. If you were gonna reveal it anyway, just got revealed early. You just being petty.
Okay,
If
all right.
they catching shit for it though, that's the other part. If it was just revealing, then I'd be on your side. But that they got to deal with on.
They're gonna catch shit either way. That's what I'm saying. We just caught the shit
Yeah, but
earlier.
that's somebody else's side. How you gonna handle your shit?
Yeah,
Yeah, but that wasn't tied to her promise. She decided to put her money up for somebody. I say you gotta follow
nah, I
through
don't
with
think you
it.
gotta follow through with it. I think sometimes you gotta learn that some things you gotta keep to yourself. Because it's not like Jake even told Lisa. Otherwise, Lisa could have had this whole conniption earlier.
Then why
He
didn't he
just
tell
kept it
his
from.
wife?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't even tell his wife. This nigga did it just to be an immature kid about it. But I do think this is closer to everybody here sucks because she really did just straight up force this nigga to have to find $5,000 from under the couch cushions, which is hilarious.
Why aren't the parents helping?
Maybe
Because
she's
those
the only
niggas
one
is
who actually
broke.
got money.
They got that really bad job where they make $20,000, and they've been able to make it so far because they're old and they got Kleenexes.
Nigga, leave me alone. I thought Styles was slapping ghosts.
Nah, he is Ghost. He is Ghost. That was my
Slapping
bad.
goats.
Oh yeah. Right now he's whooping feet in them books.
No, I meant that literally.
Yeah. I mean it too. He's whooping feet with them books. This man is
Who?
slapping dictionaries and other kinds of books that I'm not going to say because I'm not trying to give out his information.
Why not?
Like,
You afraid he's gonna revoke some paper or something?
oh yeah, man, he might cancel my pre 5-year anniversary with my wife. He's gonna revoke that. Don't make the stylish mad. Don't make the stylish mad. All right, that's the two ones I had. Who else got something they want to ask the group?
One second. I gotta look for it. Niggas been bitching recently. Because I won't show you nobody hand at work.
Nah, I mean that makes sense.
When they asked me about it, I said, I seen you not wash your hands before. And they was like, it was at one time. I was like, no, it ain't. Now half of them are pissed. And, well, actually, all of them pissed. That's the only reason I brought it up. Everybody bitching. I don't see the issue with it because you got pissy hands. Why you need to put your hands on mine? We can't just fist bump, elbows, whatever. Like, we supposed to be boys. Yeah, nigga, we ain't touching dicks. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Very
Oh,
much
well.
so.
I don't know, man. You go to the bathroom, whether you shitting the piss and you touching on your dick and wiping your ass, and then you go to slap another man's hands, y'all cool. That don't make sense to me. I got in trouble for this one time right before COVID, and then they had to have a big meeting, like at the height of COVID, and they was like, well, maybe he was right. I guess we've gotten far enough outside of COVID where I'm wrong again.
Is it possible you're always wrong?
Uh, always no,
Probably not. It's almost impossible to be always wrong.
but wrong many times. Yeah, I get you that.
Uh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm in severe pain.
I was about to say, did you actually get the medicine?
Yeah, but I'm in severe pain.
You see, you
Uh,
know who Pierce Morgan is? Sorry, go ahead.
who?
Pierce Morgan. He's like some
Yeah,
British
the British
dude.
guy, the white guy.
Yeah, he's been like nut goblin Elon Musk lately. And he had what's that black scientist that Reed don't like? Shit. He the like the bigger scientist, if you know what I mean, like actually physically larger than most
Yeah, I know what
nerds.
you're talking about. Neil
Is
deGrasse
it
Tyson.
Neil? Yeah. So he was on there like, Neil had an interview, I guess, with Bill Maher or something, and then he was like, Bill Maher was sucking off Elon too. And he was like, he's trying to take us to space. He's one of the greatest thinkers that this century. And we need to be on Mars. And Neil's opinion was like, if we have enough money to go to Mars, or actually his opinion started with typically whenever we had a large expedition or something of that nature where we had to go beyond where we normally go. The example he gave was going to the moon. There was a pertinent issue that led to it. It was war, the USSR, Cold War, and all that shit. And when I think it was JFK, somebody gave the speech about it. It was phrased in a way where it's like, "Yo, we need to win. This is a matter of life and death for us." And that speech is what got check signed, investors, and all that. That's what made change. What Elon's trying to do is essentially like not pertinent immediately because it's not like we're facing a space threat. And he's saying we need to go to Mars to terraform. And it's like we have the money to go to Mars to terraform. Then why can't we just spend that money on making the Earth better? And then Pierce was just kind of like, well, you just don't. I feel like you're being like downtrodden, and you're one of those naysayers of the current age. And then Neil was like, well, the naysayers of the previous age didn't know shit about space. I'm a fucking scientist. I have the actual information and whatnot. I'm also in the same field. I'm not saying this to be mean or anything. I'm saying it because it just seems illogical. Anyway, he's been catching a lot of flack for that recently, and I was wondering what Reed was gonna say because he don't like him because of the whole Pluto thing.
No, it's not that. It's like he's one of those people that's too smart for his own good. The reason I don't like him is because if it's like those weird sexual social pseudo shits, he'll join in that shit. But when you talk about anything that's science related, he'll change his mind just to make people's feelings feel better. Either you are or you aren't. Kind of like the thing that he's talking about, which is true. like logically, science. If we have enough technology to go quote unquote terraform a planet, which we don't have yet, but that's neither here nor there. Then why can't we just fix the planet we're on? That like all we're gonna do is just set up another planet to kill, and with their logic.
Right.
But why do they want to leave?
Oh, because they plan on fucking this planet before its time actually comes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They plan on fucking us, and it'd be nice if they at least took us to dinner first.
Yeah, no, you seen them prices?
Yeah, so you
can't get in here with them clothes.
so you can explain to her before we go to dinner. Look, I ain't got no money. So this dinner, look, I need you to order off this side of the menu. I don't know. Good. That's Neil deGrasse Tyson. They just gonna call him a socialist or some bullshit like that, right?
They've been saying a lot of different things. It's not that I particularly care, but at least in this argument, I'm like, the people who I've seen say things against at least that argument have just kind of shifted to the whole typical thing where it's like attack his character. He's a bully, blah blah blah. He don't like this, blah. All right, well, what about this particular argument? I ain't saying you gotta like him. I'm just saying,
Well, we don't have an argument. You argue. You attack the person, not the
right.
argument.
I argue that why not go to Mars? Right? Like here's the thing. At any given moment, the Earth could be destroyed.
That's not true.
No, I mean it can be. Calamity, war.
Can you give me one of those any given moment
We
things?
could have a nuclear war.
But that's ours.
I didn't say it could
Earth.
be destroyed by outside factors.
No, what I'm saying is like it kind of goes back to his point. Like, why don't we just fix the shit here?
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like, why not just have a backup planet to chill on?
You ever heard that the way they was gonna terraform it was going I think they said Mars has polar ice caps and they just gonna melt it with nuclear bombs or some
My
bullshit like
first thought was
that.
like, they're just gonna put nukes on Mars and we're gonna be in the same fucking situation.
But at least we got a backup.
I
People
don't
like
know. I feel like
backup.
I don't have a problem with going. I just don't know why we going. Like, is there some kind of mineral there or resource there that's worth it? If we just going for shits and giggles, that's what I don't get.
we
Going to
would be
fucking
pulling
bad Mars.
resources.
I mean,
I think we all agree why we think they really want to go, but
we're gonna run out of resources here soon.
I don't think so.
I think soon is the toss up word as far as what that means. But
Correct.
like, is it our lifetime, 2 lifetimes? I'm sorry, 2, 3 generations from now type deal.
I say 2 lifetimes.
None of our children will be alive. None of our children will be alive.
That's fair.
That's pretty soon.
You're right, but
We'll be dead. We won't care.
yeah, but then we'll be like the boomers of the previous generation.
I don't even think our children will be alive. That's how far removed I think it is. And I think the way we use resources will change too. So I just don't
I
believe
don't
it.
know, bro. That's pretty soon.
I think the only thing that would change the way we use resources would be honestly too little, too late situation.
I don't.
Well, the one thing I noticed that's kind of interesting, if you talk about the one that more people care about is like oil, that one is like we getting more people and we're using less oil. Because even if you look at China, they're going super hard on electric cars. Mexico, hard. All those third world countries, they're trying to put them on electric cars before gas cars, which is weird. Well, it's not weird, but it makes sense. The developing nations just skip them a level. So if you're talking about oil, and then if you think about the oil we don't get because of quote unquote environmental concerns,
How long does it
a
take?
whole bunch of oil out there.
How long does it take to terraform the planet?
I think
10, 20 years. That's what they said.
I think it take longer than
But I don't think time over there.
no,
I don't
it's
think the
pretty similar.
time moves the same on Mars as it
They got
moves here.
24 hour day. Yeah.
It's similar. It's
Yep.
24 hours.
The issue is that there's almost no atmosphere.
Their planet's bigger than ours.
It
That's weird.
has a higher rotation speed.
I'm curious.
I only noticed
Like
because
20
this was
I don't know.
I'm sorry, 20. It's similar, I should say, not exact.
And when we talk about moving there, I mean, how many people you think they're gonna maybe move at a time? Because I think right now it's like a 3-year trip, right?
Shit. As that man though, that's unmanned.
Hold on, let's see how long it takes
I
to
think
get
the
to Mars.
bigger
Be
question
about
is
30, 45 minutes.
who wants to go to Mars? Who wants to stay here?
I don't know,
Lord.
man. If they got like orange titties up there, I ain't like we might have all types of different colored titties.
I don't know. Zero
I had to see
gravity
him.
pussy sounds awesome.
Yeah, I was right. 3 years. 140 miles, 140 million miles. Damn, I don't know how I knew that off the top of my head.
Nerd.
I don't know.
Nerd?
Nah.
Zero gravity pussy sounds good.
Who the fuck would give up 3 years of their life in the middle of space? Ain't no saving you, nigga. You are dead.
I
I
mean,
would.
You gotta be dedicated to the cause.
I do it.
I'd be mad
I
if I
mean,
made a bunch of money out there and then died before I got back to spend it. I'd be mad as fuck.
the people who do that ain't doing it for money.
There's gonna be a lot of niggas doing it for money.
Like, if you do it, you ain't doing it for money.
I think they're gonna turn.
No, I'm saying they probably make good money being astronaut, but people who do stuff like that
I
don't
think
do
they're
it for
gonna
money.
turn Earth into a
We
prison.
would hope.
Going to?
Yeah.
Like America.
No, like the whole Earth will be prison. You have a prison world.
Like Australia. But,
Yeah.
but a planet.
You know, I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't say it.
Because you're racist.
It's just weird thought.
But that's the historical fact.
No, it was a prison camp originally.
I mean, it
Y'all
was them
I
people.
don't
So
fuck
was
with the
Georgia too, though.
Aborigines.
It was a debtor's prison, kind of.
I got into the argument with dude.
They killed most of
Most of
them.
them. Yeah. Maybe trying to talk shit. America's so racist. Nigga, y'all damn near commit fucking
Australia's
genocide.
racist. Fuck
What the
this.
fuck are you talking about?
Hey, I was listening to some story. This lady from South Dakota called Indians prairie
I
niggas.
sent that to the group.
It's like, what the fuck is a prairie nigga?
No, it's because they live on the prairie. Bitch, that's not the word. That's the issue.
Uh, uh,
Yeah, you shouldn't say that. No, the white dude was like confused. He was like, what? Okay.
I,
I was like, hello, man. Let me ask y'all a serious question since we asked a question. So it's kind of deep. Do you think this country still is as racist as it was in the 60s?
Openly or inherently? Yes.
Inherently. I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. There was this thing I was watching with well y'all it's a little popular video to go with the guy who created Boondocks talking about the moral currency of black people. It's over. Like they don't give a fuck. It was an old video. But me, that's because in white people overuse the word racist that it doesn't matter anymore, and they did it on purpose. And he was like, "What do you mean?" They called everybody racist to the point where it don't even matter. And they're just like, whatever.
Yeah, fucking Bank of America.
And then when things are actually racist, everybody looking like you're just saying that because you just say that.
That's why I get mad when black people just. I hate when like niggas, not black people, just niggas. Like, man, motherfuckers racist. No, nigga, you showed up to work late 3 times in a row, and then you essentially took a week off and didn't say nothing. It was like, oh man, you know how it is. Nigga, you got fired because of it. It was because you.
Because they don't know what racism is. Because racism, like, I don't inherently believe that you can change your situation drastically with education in this country. Because you don't have, it's not about education if you don't have opportunity. But they believe education presents opportunity. But there's a whole lot of educated black folks, but they ain't got no goddamn opportunity. But yeah, I don't know. I was like, they were like, these white people were talking. They're like, it's not like it used to be. I'm just like, nigga, y'all just hide this shit better.
I think it's a lot of people who are not racist, but systematically in how things actually go. Same shit.
They won't
Yeah,
change anything. Correct. They won't change it.
I think we have less.
And he was like, what do you mean you won't change shit? I don't have the power. I'm like, you won't have the power because you don't want the power, because that's a responsibility. You won't even call out racist grandma. You just, well, that's just, she just grew up in a different time. Your grandma is not that old. That you're, like nigga, It's 2025. A grandma is somebody who's like 50 now. She was around after the civil rights.
No, but I guess that's another issue is that it's not that old, but that's because things ain't changed that much either.
Correct.
So they're not wrong, but inherently that's the issue.
It's a massive investment, opportunity, and they're like, well, you can't do that because it'd be racist for just for black people. But y'all made laws against black people specifically, but y'all can't make laws specifically to help black people. Like that doesn't
Stop
make any
Asian hate.
sense.
Like, well, we gonna get the money for reparations. Nigga, stop sending it to Israel. Oh well, you know that's the motherland. What
That'd be a start.
motherland? How?
That's not nobody's mother's land.
Those aren't the people who were originally there. That's like saying the Egyptians were the original Africans. These motherfuckers say they're not even African. Make it make sense. How come the pyramids ain't got no noses, nigga? The whole pyramid exists except for the
I
nose.
noticed this country, when they need to find money, they'll find it. Because just like during the pandemic, I was watching people, they were talking about we should keep Democrats in. Republicans put all that stuff in, as far as all them social things in, like all that child tax credit, them checks niggas was getting, all that help the small businesses. That was all done by Republicans. But when Democrats got elected, they got rid of every single program. They did add some stuff for healthcare and did some checks and maybe a little extra stuff. But inherently, the people who were elected to do that kind of stuff, it's supposed to be Democrats for the social good. When they got in there, they put a time stamp on everything and got rid of it.
Well, they both do that.
Right, because they don't really want it. And I don't think people are lazy, because I know people who go to work every day and they still not making it. Well, then you need to get a different job or work multiple jobs. I know people who work multiple jobs and still ain't making it. This system's fucked. And I think the rich people have gotten too greedy. I went to the store and I remember buying a Reese's cup. I'm not that old, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even 40 yet. And they used to be 50 cents. It was $2.69 for 2 Reese's cups, and that was just a regular one. Of course, it was a gas station, so even back then, a gas station Reese's would have been like 79 cents. But 50 cent to their regular price is like $1.19.
They talk about how the price of everything went up. I'm like, why didn't wages? How come everyone is still like going through record
They
profits?
say if you raise the wages, everything goes
Well,
up. That's their
yeah, but you
logic.
got record profits.
That's why the death of the CEO means more than people give it credit for, logically speaking. And everybody in this little small group of people, I see them all trying to educate themselves to see if that'll help. And I'm sitting right there like, will it really help? Or will you just be a little better off?
Yeah, I think everybody. It's hard to argue with an incremental increase in standard of living. You go from shit to not quite as shit. You still be happy that it wasn't as shit as it was before. Like it's not good, but
Because I
still
know,
working in the same system.
I guess we'll see this year, next year, hopefully everybody upgrades and go from there. Because even people who think they're doing good, I'm just like, well, you're a paycheck away.
I think we also had this issue with not grandeur, but excess. Like I feel like most people I know who even are doing good live way above their means.
Consumerism.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Everyone,
I
Right,
heard style.
everyone does.
Dallas, what is the floor?
What is the floor? What do you mean?
Yeah, what would be the floor for an average person?
Eh,
The floor used to be able you can afford a house and a car. You can't even do that now.
They write
Um,
articles about
I mean, I wouldn't even include a car in there though, because you can get around without a car. I mean, depending on where you live at, though.
No.
You can.
Well, I agree with you to
Yeah,
some
but
extent, but somebody
I mean, it's a
need a car.
shelter and food. I want include. God, vehicles. Like, hey, man, you can't even find a. Like, I remember you like could find a little beater for like, man, like a few $1,000s or some shit.
look at look at how much a
Yeah,
Kia
1,500.
costs now.
that's the problem about a used car market. I'm like, bro, but it's hard to find something under 5,000. Even that, and most used car costs like fucking 10 plus. And it sucks too. Like I feel sorry for these kids and stuff too. Though, like you coming out like straight out of high school and you got to have a damn good job to go out there and live on your own. And I still see some people sitting there talking about like, it's weird that Like, the kids these days don't move about 18 like they used to. Like, nigga, you don't see what's going on.
Nah, they're
You
ignoring it.
afford this shit. I'm like,
Everybody
yeah,
think
I
they
guess.
are a lot more informed than they are. And then when you call them out and start asking questions, like, well, you just we've gotten to the point where it's just so unpopular to even have a conversation. There's no work that needs to be done to split us up. We do it to ourselves.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like y'all, yeah, like people are just like I don't know. Like I think I heard y'all talking about like the race thing a little bit though. I'm kind of like I like yo, the class shit is feels like that's a lot more. It's a lot more important right now to talk about like social
The
economics.
problem, the problem with that argument is that there's a proportionally too many black people that are
I
poor.
mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, it is
So
going to be a part of it is a part of the conversation. So I suppose we can't take the race.
that's why I like Bernie Sanders when he talked about class, but he would never talk about race. The first, like he acknowledged it, whatever. But the best way to trick white people is to have the class argument versus the race argument. But the problem is, you would think that they wouldn't be able to do it from a federal standpoint where they would screw people over race. But my problem with white people is once they fix the class issue,
It just
I
goes
think,
back to race.
or if they even try to attempt to fix it, that they would find a way to screw black people, kind of like with the New Deal. So you have to keep it in the
I mean,
conversation
yeah,
to some extent.
it's true, but I'm thinking from this prospect of like the regular individual. There's a lot of people who are they're very focused on like the social culture war part of politics a lot. I mean, that was a big it was a big factor for my good too and shit though. But you see how they act, they're how they acting toward the H-1B stuff though. It's like it's for a lot of people, it's a culture thing. You know, I'm like, yo, just because oh, some immigrant is gonna get knocked out of the country. No, it's not gonna make your life no more not much better. Like, you still gonna be your groceries still gonna be high. Yeah, you still gonna have a shit life, and then and then you don't have nobody to blame no more. It ain't black people's fault, it ain't immigrants' fault. And then who do you blame? I'm always kind of thinking
Yeah,
about Noma.
but their whole platform was bringing stuff to America and keeping it in America. And now the first thing is like, I mean, Trump himself was like, I don't like these visas, and now he's like, I ain't never seen the problem with these visas. Like, nigga, we have the internet. Like, your shit's written down.
Yeah, I mean, you can, yeah, this it's written in stone there though, but it don't matter if the people who support it don't pay attention, or not, they don't pay attention and they don't really acknowledge it, which they've been very good at doing that. Like even if you can be a hypocrite as much as you want to, they still like them and they're gonna still gonna let shit pass. Well, we'll see this time. 'Cause,
Well,
I mean,
it's
some
kind of
people,
been causing the light split, but they won't acknowledge it.
yeah, but it feels like they're blaming Elon more than Trump on this though, because Elon don't got the juice like Trump do, so they might.
But he's the money behind the decisions,
Is that
and
my
people are
phone?
finally wising up to the fact that Trump can be bought and always has.
Hmm. Yeah, that's always been the case.
These white people picked the wrong savior, but at the same
No,
time, I felt like on the other side, the things they try to fix are the things that people
Are
don't give
not
a fuck
pertinent.
about. We need to have all these like LGBT safety, like no, bro, like they all picking the wrong villains when it's all like what you go back to. It's class issues. Shit costs too much. And then they were like, well, if we kick all the immigrants out, it's gonna cost too much money. But y'all also let in allegedly up to 20 million people and everything still got expensive. So they picked a bad guy.
right.
Like
I
that's
mean,
what they
they act
did.
like he wasn't letting in a bunch of immigrants when he was in. Like, because I had this argument with a dude at the bar. He was like, "Yeah, little Trump let some immigrants in, but it's different when yeah, you guys can't come in and you look the other way, as opposed to we'll just let everybody in and give them sanctuary cities and shit like that. That's my issue with it. That's what he said.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna like play defense for their side like when something goes wrong. And that's always been the problem too. I have a lot of people on both sides too. It's like, yo,
Nobody can think
your
objectively.
side. yeah, they don't they don't hold their own side accountable. That's always my big issue. Like you see some dumb shit going on. I do see some people on the left who do call out dumb shit, and on the left it's like, which again, they kind of give you some hope. They're like, hey, maybe maybe fucking about a decade from now, some of this shit would catch on a little bit better. Like, some of y'all won't be saying this dumb shit all the time, like trans women are women and shit and all that bullshit. But we'll see. Like
I
this
feel
one,
like we've
this
seen the whole
again,
time.
you see some dumb shit like this, hold this shit accountable. Like I don't care. I don't care if you're side, black, white, whatever.
Problem I had, I mean, even myself with these immigrants, when like the amount of help they were giving them, it was just like ridiculous, bro. If you know, you know. But if you don't know, they were giving these niggas food stamps for like $2,000 a month. Nigga, if all of us apply for food stamps, none of us gonna get $2,000 a month.
Man, my mom only get like
Even
hundred something dollars a month on food stamp.
correct, like what the
Shit,
fuck? And she been here.
don't make no more. She ain't working about. She ain't working a lot, and So
It don't matter. Her
yeah,
husband worked.
I mean, you could. I mean, he got his what's that thing called? Social Security check and all that stuff though. So I said, they ain't enough to cover all the shit they gotta do. That's
Yeah,
why she's there.
Social Security saying the same, but these prices keep going up.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
rose it,
I
but
mean,
not
Not
that
enough to
much.
offset it. Not in a way to make it significant.
no, definitely not. No.
Like, I don't know. They're just trying to pick the bad guys when it's a combination of the federal government and classism.
I mean, again, like you were saying earlier, this some corporation they're getting really good at trying to lower their own costs, and they just getting too greedy. Like I know
Oh,
Yeah, entirely.
they can't wait for AI so they can lay some more people off so they ain't got to pay them and keep more money and shit. Like, that's really the biggest issue. A lot of people have been saying it for a long time though, but people keep getting distracted by immigrants and trans people and all the other bullshit that in the grand scheme of things don't fucking matter all that much.
but that's
It
it matters.
matters,
But
but the question is, it should be the list, top of the list,
but then these are the
At
talking
first, I
points.
don't get
because
yeah. First, I don't get like a lot of shit. A lot of shit. I don't get. I honestly don't get two shits about it. But it's just me. Yeah.
like logically speaking, like the question is like as somebody who like whenever you have children, if you
Mhm.
have children, like and let's say your pocket's straight, you ain't gonna be worried about that. You find that other stuff. That's why these white
Yeah.
people, the poor white people, pockets ain't straight. And they know they can't control that because that requires everybody to fight against classism. But the things you can fight against, you better
Mhm.
fight against. Because like the immigrants and the trans issue is something that may not affect them on that level, but like it was little things as a parent when they had like trans reading time in like an elementary school in DeKalb County, the county I stay in. I'm just like, oh hell no,
No. The
hell
thing
no.
I think for me it's two things. So it's like one so that I don't have children, probably won't, and two, if I did, they're not going to public
Damn.
school. I don't want to be dealing with that.
But then
Yeah,
you need the money
that's
for it.
my goal.
Then you run into the class issue all over again.
No, well, yeah, again, this is a personal thing though. And I'm not saying that's cool for everybody else though. But I'm just saying that's why I kind of don't care about that particular issue.
That's
Yeah.
elitist.
I mean,
Hey, it's stylish. She's
yeah,
talking about at least.
Shit, my kids not going to your public schools. You niggas be sucking. But the problem was the federal government, like the way they distribute money to schools is that whatever that shit was called, Title IX. But you had to go by these certain rules when it came to education and all that kind of stuff, and they added a lot of that stuff in there, and people were like, "Nah, that don't need to be in there." But the problem is they always expand that shit to like, "Oh, well, we need to take some of this stuff about slavery and shit out too."
I notice whenever they have videos, they find
It's
a
like,
black
okay,
person who's like against it. Like, I don't want my daughter to think that she can't be anything except for a wage slave. I'm like, I get what you're saying, but also statistically, shut the fuck up.
I don't
that's
know.
on
Like,
purpose.
I mean, I get the way modern life is and stuff too, but like, and a lot of people they really need to rely on public schools to kind of take care of the kids while they're at work and educate them. But stuff like that, like I don't want them to keep on wage slave. Like I mean, I think part of that should be on you as a parent to kind of to make sure they don't turn out like that. That's what you want for your child. Ain't nothing
Oh,
to school to figure that
no,
out.
but the thing
Oh,
is, they're saying it like, oh, the way it was put was almost like, oh, they're teaching statistics and how things go, and like they shouldn't do that. Like they shouldn't say the
Oh,
truth. So like, 'cause then that extends to issues where it's like, all right, well, they want to say the truth about that. Then what do they have to say the truth about?
it's about I guess whatever.
Slaves were actually, taught a bunch of decent skills and they had a good time. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
let's put it this way: they were very pertinent about making sure that Germany, after or post whatever that shit was called, I'm talking about the Jew thing, juice,
Mm.
the juicing, um, they made sure that history was told the way it was. The whole world knew, but for some reason, Americans used to be like, yeah, well, actually, it was mostly just a bunch of lazy niggas, and the ones that were there were happy to have a decent living. Like that's not how that went. That's not how slavery goes at all. You have to draw the line somewhere.
heck yeah. They whooped Toby. They told Toby he stole 5 apples. And Toby said, I ain't still no 5 apples. They hit Toby, uh, 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 uh. He said, you hit me 6 times. See, I knew you could count, nigga.
This nigga learning. Oh, hit him again.
That's 7, boss. You said 5 last week.
Nigga, is you counting? Damn, this is the Uncle Ruckus story all over again.
I don't know. It's strange. It all goes together. And like I keep telling people, you cannot trust your media. CNN, MSNBC, I can see why they're all dying because they're all in the tank. They're all sold out. They
I remember
like
listening.
it was the Obama years that made me realize it. Not saying they weren't dying before, but as an adult, I'm just like they were like, he's the greatest president ever. The economy's awesome. I'm just sitting here like,
Where?
this ain't good. This ain't good.
I was arguing with my mom, and she's just like, "What?" Well, my mom's like heavy Democrat. Like she sends money to Democrats. I'm like, can you stop doing that? Just send that money to me whenever you feel like it.
That generation gone, bro. That civil rights generation. You can't tell them niggas that. They're just Democrats down to the core. And they see that people changing. And they scare us every now and then, but they couldn't scare us twice with Trump. They scared us once during the pandemic and whatever kind of funky math they did. But the second time, niggas like, nigga, come on, ain't that shit. And I kept telling people, like, she, like, niggas wasn't feeling her. She needed them Obama numbers. And they was just like, well, she didn't have enough time. I was like, you were never going to convince anybody on this planet that she was Obama.
When she got the when Biden dropped out and he announced that she was going to be the one, I was my first thought was like, it's a good thing that this campaign don't last that long because I think the longer this would have went, the worse it would have got for her because she wasn't because
Correct.
she wasn't that chick.
She's not a
She
real
wasn't that
person.
chick. She
I'm
No, she one of them people. She's like Hillary Clinton. She's poll tested. If tomorrow 100%, if you say you kill babies with steak sauce and eat them, she would agree with that shit because she doesn't have any real political opinion. She just wanted the power, and that's why the left was so happy because they got somebody who was for them weird social issues with that one guy because he is like that. He's like a cult white guy, Tim
was
Walls, because they thought he was going to run everything while she just sit up there and pretend to be president. That's why them white lefties were so happy because that's what they really thought was going to happen because they know she don't got no
had to
political
be
will. They know she has
because I
nothing.
know I know some I
That's
know
why they
some
were
some
happy.
color hair people who aren't happy about Kamala.
they were.
Nah, but they like Tim Walls. They loved him.
Absolutely.
I was just like, that nigga a beta.
Yes, he is.
What y'all think about them explosions and the New Orleans thing?
We didn't even talk about that. I ain't have an opinion
It
on
was bad.
Well, well,
I don't know.
it. That
well,
terrorist attack
they was
or
about to
whatever
give
they call
them
it.
the representative or whatever that said it wasn't a terrorist attack. They talked about possibly firing her. And I'm like, fall guy right there.
What you mean, fire
As
her?
in reprimand. Sorry, I can't say fire.
No, I don't know what
I don't know
happened.
who
What
was
did she
involved.
say?
Okay, so you got the Tesla thing. I think that was New York or whatever, and then you
Yeah,
got the New Orleans attack. Or
which was weird that it all
w-
hit every
yeah,
year.
weird. But These things both happened from two people who were prior military. Both were on the same base. One of them was I can't remember for sure, but I know one was Spec Ops, and one of them is apparently has ties to Augusta. And I feel like they're just saying that because he got stationed here one time, and we're like, maybe it's here. People that don't fucking know. But then, at least with the Tesla dude, that was just handled so poorly from someone who's supposed to be Spec Ops.
I don't get what his point
What do
was.
you mean? Oh, the Tesla
There
dude?
was no point.
What
There
was
was
the
no
point
point
of?
for the Tesla guy.
No, but
What was the point of blowing up a Tesla in front of a Tesla
with
building?
fireworks in it. Fireworks? I'm just. If y'all had to do something, you wouldn't Google like how to make a bomb. You're Spec Ops. You don't have access. You know how to, rig some shit. Know where to go as far as like old military supplies. That shit. You ain't got nobody on the inside. You ain't made no connections. Nothing. And then you drive your Tesla across a couple.
No, he got one
Yeah.
from Toro,
All right. Yeah.
allegedly.
I'm sorry. You drive a Tesla from a couple states over, which is fair. You don't want to be close if you're trying not to get caught. But then you shoot yourself before you blow it up. You have an ISIS flag in your bag somehow that makes it out of the explosion very well. And then you loaded your car with fireworks to make a statement, but you kill yourself before you shot yourself in the head before everything goes off. Like nothing about this makes sense. Yeah,
Oh, he did.
he was, as they put it, he was dead in the car and they couldn't identify the body. But for some reason, his CAC or his essentially the common access card or whatever, I forgot how you say the shit. Your military ID, that survived. The flag survived.
Quality plastic with those IDs.
Yeah, definitely. There's more to that, and it probably won't be released until, well, we'll see if it gets released.
It's one of those, it seems like one of those stories is getting a little weird, so they start talking about it less and less.
I don't normally look at American news.
They talking about it on TikTok, and I've been out of the internet. And it's some guy who was saying he had his manifesto, then he disappeared, and they were like, "What the hell going on?"
Well, see, and the other issue is clout is just such a strong drug right now. You can't really believe any just one person. Yeah, I got it. Release it, then say you got it. Like don't. You're not selling that shit to the highest bidder. You're just putting the target on your back, buddy.
Hell yeah, especially with the federal government. I don't know if y'all know this, but they kill a lot of Americans.
What's that? You say you found a way to make
Really?
fuel out of water? You work at a grocery store?
Hmm.
You know what? Let's just have a dude randomly go on a rampage at this particular place and shoot you. No white people. Make sure he doesn't shoot any white people.
Gotta get those blacks. They're the moral compass of
And then
America.
we're gonna have him able to stream that somehow. In spite of us being able to do a fucking 12th grader can do a DDoS attack and shut down a website, but the government can't figure out how to get Twitch to shut it down. Like, something seems a little strange. But let me stop talking because I ain't trying to get enough. I don't make enough money for y'all to kill me. Leave me alone.
If I did, I would shut the fuck up.
But yeah, it's that whole situation is just funny. Anyway,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for visiting us for another episode of Everyday Black Man Podcast, the podcast for Everyday Black Man Thoughts. I've been your boy Riker. We had Sham, Two Arms, Stylist was here. Black Libertarian was in extreme amounts of pain. I think I said he was a liar. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he won't. Find out in the Patreon only episodes. We had $3 and $5 tiers.
He
Who?
died.
Oh
He
shit.
died.
This
Nigga
is
laughed.
this is
You know, just because he's so hyper, like whatever, I just can't believe that he's really hurting that much. And even if he is, it's just like,
this nigga, even if he
You're a
was, this is
man. You're a
Black Libertarian I
man.
was talking about.
Push that shit deep down, bro. Push that shit deep down, bro.
can somebody go help him? He lives 7 minutes away from me. If you want to help,
He lives 7 minutes away, and you still wouldn't help him, bro. You still don't want to help him, bro.
no. Or die like a man. The whole
Hold up,
get off
bro.
the podcast,
Hey,
please.
baby.
Bad boy, baby.
You know how men are. If I needed help and I called you guys, would y'all help me?
After
No.
you
You know, my own
actively
daddy said he was like, I
undermined
know
you.
your ass is just fucking die.
No. What if I really needed your help? I would come and laugh at your funeral.
I would throw jokes at your funeral, nigga. Straight jokes. Heats at your funeral.
It tells them I wasn't there to support you emotionally. That's what kind of friend I am. Damn,
That's fine.
fucking dirtball.
But yeah,
Yes.
check us out on Patreon or whatnot. Episode's been great. Really appreciate you, Shan, for clarifying that. Might have been one of your best podcast outros of all time. And
He did his own name wrong.
yeah, that's the whole part, man. That's the part that makes it funny. See, now you being weird, bro. You being weird, bro.
That's what I was saying.
It's not low standard. You just mad
This is why we
that
can't
you.
get ahead in life.
No, that's not why we can't get ahead. We can't get ahead because people be mad. People be mad. Sam over here performing well, and this nigga mad.